Hey everyone, it's Deb from Locked Up with History in the National Crime and Justice Museum at the Geelong Jail. I am up in Melbourne, so I've been at Old Melbourne Jail for most of the day with Roy doing some filming. But I was just heading back to the car and I thought I'd do one last story before I head off, which is a more current story than I usually tell. This one is about the Russell Street bombing that happened in Russell Street, which resulted in the death of Constable Angela Taylor. Now, you can see here behind me is the courthouse building, and this is where Angela would have come across from. And I'm going to turn you around in a minute and show you the other side where the car actually blew up. Now, an interesting side of this one, I actually vividly remember this one, and it was because I was umpiring netball in Federation Square on this particular day. And being a country girl, when the bomb exploded, it was a really loud noise, and I reacted to the noise, but no one else did. And it's still something that stays in this day, how very few people reacted to the noise and turned around. And it wasn't until I was heading back to work on the tram that I found out exactly what had happened a bit later on. But I'm going to turn you around and show you the Russell Street bombing and where the car was. So this is the Russell Street Police Building. So this has been a police building for a long time. Also recognisable at the start of, I think it's Division 4 or Homicide, but this has always been police buildings for a long time. And about where that white van is, or where that white car in front of it is where the car was parked that exploded. And if you look closely over on the wall over here, I'll zoom in a little bit if I can. So on this wall over here, if you have a look up there, there is actually all shrapnel left, right and centre, which is the remnants of that explosion. Yeah, so just another little snippet about Melbourne history. I will be talking a lot more about history around Melbourne on the 9th, 10th and 11th of October and the 16th, 17th and 18th of October. I'll be doing a walking tour from opposite Flinders Street Station to ending up here at Melbourne Jail. And we're walking around Melbourne CBD looking at places to do with crime and with women. So it's called In Her Footsteps, Women, Crime and Justice in Melbourne, and it is part of the Melbourne Fringe Festival. So you'll be able to get your tickets through there when they go live. But I'm about to head home. So that's it for me. See you later.